Welcome to Explified. Today, we will delve into the top 7 most common phobias. Let's find out what are people most afraid of. Fear. It's a primal instinct that's kept us safe since the dawn of time. But what happens when fear becomes more than just a fleeting moment of discomfort? What happens when it morphs into something all-consuming, something that dictates every aspect of our lives? That's where phobias come in. Phobias are more than just simple fears. They're a complex interplay of biology, psychology, and environment. And they affect millions of people worldwide. Imagine being gripped by terror every time you encounter a specific trigger. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and all you can think about is escaping. That's the reality for those living with phobias. But what are the most common phobias, and how do they affect those who live with them? Let's take a closer look. Here are the top 7 most common phobias. 1. Arachnophobia, the 8-legged nightmare. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, affects over 300 to 400 million people annually. But why are we so afraid of these tiny creatures? Daniel Frinta at Charles University, an expert ethologist, says arachnophobia likely stems from our evolutionary past, where spiders posed a real threat to our ancestors' survival. Even though most spiders are harmless, our brains still react as if they're deadly predators. 2. Ophidiophobia, the hissing horror. Slithering into the number 2 spot is Ophidiophobia, the fear of snakes. With around 1/3 of adults reporting this fear, it's no wonder snakes make our skin crawl. Evolutionary biologist George C. Williams says that snakes have long been associated with danger and death in many cultures. It's believed that this fear is deeply rooted in our primal instincts to avoid potential threats. 3. Acrophobia, the heights horror. For those with acrophobia, the world becomes a terrifying place whenever they're above ground level. Heights trigger intense anxiety and can even lead to panic attacks. Approximately 2 to 5% of the general population has acrophobia, with twice as many women affected as men. Often vertigo is used to describe acrophobia, where vertigo is just a spinning sensation. Our fear of heights likely stems from an evolutionary adaptation to prevent falls. While a healthy fear of heights can keep us safe, acrophobia takes it to the extreme, making everyday activities a nightmare. 4. Aerophobia, the flight fright. Flying is considered one of the safest modes of transportation, yet for those with aerophobia, it's a terrifying ordeal. From trembling to feeling disoriented, the fear of flying can ground even the most adventurous souls. A number of celebrities have suffered from a fear of flying, including former Arsenal FC and Netherlands footballer Dennis Bergkamp, famously dubbed the non-flying Dutchman. Aerophobia can stem from a fear of enclosed spaces, a lack of control, or past traumatic experiences. Exposure therapy can help individuals gradually overcome their fear and take to the skies once more. 5. Astraphobia, the thunderous terror. The rumble of thunder and the flash of lightning send shivers down the spines of those with astraphobia. Even the slightest hint of a storm can trigger overwhelming fear and panic. Astraphobia can be traced back to a fear of the unknown and a lack of control over natural forces. Cognitive behavioral therapy and relaxation techniques can help individuals manage their fear and weather the storm. 6. Agoraphobia, the fearful frontier. Stepping outside can feel like stepping into a battlefield for those with agoraphobia. The fear of being in open spaces or crowded areas can lead to isolation and severe anxiety. Agoraphobia often develops as a response to panic attacks, with individuals avoiding situations where they feel trapped or unable to escape. Therapy and medication can help individuals regain their independence and face their fears head-on. 7. Mysophobia, the germophobia. In a world obsessed with cleanliness, mysophobia takes it to the extreme. The fear of germs and dirt can lead to compulsive cleaning and avoidance behaviors that interfere with daily life. Mysophobia often coexists with obsessive-compulsive disorder and can be triggered by a fear of illness or contamination. Therapy can help individuals challenge their irrational beliefs and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Phobias may be common, but they don't have to control your life. With the right support and treatment, you can face your fears and reclaim your power. Remember, you're stronger than you think. If you or someone you know is struggling with a phobia, don't hesitate to reach out for help. You're not alone, and there are people who can support you on your journey to recovery. That is it for the video. Do join us for more explorations. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more updates. Thank you for joining.